All right. Good morning, everybody. Let me make sure I got this thing wide open. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. So, yep, I'm up early and I was actually up on time at 6:30 in the morning. And so what I'm getting ready to do is I'm getting ready to make my smoothie. I mean, a smoothie, I'm sorry. I'm getting ready to make my oatmeal and get my my sea moss and put the in my oatmeal this morning. Okay, so this is day two. This is day two. So give me 1 second, get right, and then I'm gonna do my 15 squats. Okay, so let me get it all together and going. And yeah, so here we go. Let's see how this goes. I'm all up, bright eyed, bushy eyed, all of that great stuff. So you guys can see I'm up. I'm up, up, up. Okay. So that's for anyone who wants to join me this morning. So yep, I'm up and away, ready to rock and ready to roll. Early on a Monday morning. Okay, so where are you guys at? Those beautiful smiles. Get up, get up, get up. Okay, so let me go and do my thing. All right. So I'm gonna get out the chair so I can walk. So you can see the progress. All right. Get up and walk this morning. With my pants, gotta fix myself. So, yep, in the morning, got my oatmeal. Uh, oh, my oatmeal and bowl. Get some water. Don't have any bottled water, so get some water from the refrigerator. I, for, I forgot to get me some bottled water, but it's all good. I'll get some water from here. All right. So while that's doing that, go ahead and get these squats in. Go ahead and get these squats in. Ooh, let's go. 15 squats. All right. Whew. Okay. First accountability. This is second. Let me go get my oatmeal. Okay. Get the oatmeal. Hold on, I gotta get some water. Give me a second. Woo. I get on this side. All right. Let me turn the laptop around. Oh man. Okay, y'all. I did it. Day 2. All right. So that's day 2. I did my 15 squats. And now it is time for me to be accountable to this oatmeal. Okay. All right. So here we go. I'll go back later and watch the video, see how I did with my posture, since I don't have anybody monitoring me this morning. This has to go fast because my laptop is not charged. So that's the CMOS, y'all. Yeah. Probably I'm gonna switch it from my laptop and make myself host on my phone. Laptop about to die. All right. So peace, power, and profit to everybody. I know you're probably up trading some markets out there. Let me switch over to my phone before my laptop dies on the sister. Make myself the host. And I was just in this thing, so stop acting crazy. Give me 1 second. So good morning. I hope you guys are having a good morning out there. You're getting up, you do your PT so you can have a healthy day. I'm up. I'm gonna get this breakfast in. I gotta switch my host over for a second, so give me a minute. Put this one here. Oh, let me change the host. Leave y'all on my laptop. Thank. Okay, so to whoever sent me the message, I sure appreciate you because I've been talking this entire time, and you guys didn't hear nothing I said. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Okay. So I guess I have to start this all over. Thank you to whomever sent me the message. I feel so silly. And I guess you guys are like, oh, you probably like, okay, she said something, but we don't know what she said. Oh man. Thank you to whom sent me the message. I appreciate it. Because I was just going on and on and on. Oh my gosh. I don't even okay, let me see if I can let me let me see if I can remember what I was saying. Because sometimes I'll be talking and I just, it's really in the moment. All right, so let me start my conversation over because I don't even know what happened. Okay. So here's my oatmeal. Here's my sea moss. I added some in the morning. I added, and so my challenge is I need to be. I'm really kind of overextending some things, so that I can be better. Okay, let's eat my oatmeal. Mm, 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 mm. All right. Hmm. Hmm. I just gave this whole motivational spiel. You guys heard none of it. Okay. So I guess I was talking to myself. I guess I was inspiring myself, motivating myself, encouraging me. Okay, no big problem, no big deal. Okay, so I can start this thing all over again. All right. So, oh, this is crazy because I was getting it in. Oh man. Okay. All right. So I guess I have to get a whole new conversation going because I didn't know I could be heard. All right. So I woke up this morning. Well, yesterday was my first day of my first challenge, right? So I'm challenged to eat breakfast in the morning. That's the literal challenge, is to get up, eat breakfast, because I will not eat breakfast. I will roll out. I will get refreshed in the morning. Do my whole hygiene deal, and not eat breakfast at all. Just go on my merry way. Don't drink the water. Don't do any of that. So I've decided, okay, I'll make this out of a challenge so that it can be fun for me. I can enjoy this moment, and I'm going to do it for 60 days. So this is day 2. So I have to get up, make my oatmeal in the morning, add some sea moss to it. Okay. Now, the motivation behind the sea moss, I didn't make it myself. My trainer made it, Dynamic 3D. And I've been using it for chronic pain, in particularly, as you've seen on my flyer, rheumatoid arthritis, okay? Which is an autoimmune deficiency, right? And so in order for me to journey through this challenge of 60 days, this is probably the longest challenge I've ever set for myself. Normally I'll do 3 days, 7 days, 30 days, okay? Even when I was really, really active, I'd never done a challenge for that long. So the first, so I have it in 3 phases for myself. All right. Um, so the first phase is that I get up in the morning and I actually eat breakfast. Hey, I got a battle on this morning. Good morning.
Sorry about that. I heard the bing and I was like, what's that?
So you got the babies all off and ready for school already?
No, they're in there still sleeping late because they like to sneak up and stay up late. But they're doing the remote schooling. So at
Oh,
yeah, in a little while, in an hour, that's when I'll tell them to get up.
good. So you can hold me accountable.
Nah, no, they're fine. They're good. They're right.
So I have my oatmeal.
Ah, nice.
I got my sea moss.
I have some oatmeal in there. I didn't do it yet though. I really literally just got up. The Bing got me up out of the bed. Actually, I was watching a video about with Jaguar Wright. I was gonna tell you, I was watching what was it? Tasha K's video. It's kind of it's a rough. It's rough. It was the first one. I didn't see the whole thing. It was just the first part. Rough life. We
Mm-hmm.
deal with the mental illness and how it affects the family. It's really,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I was sharing with the world. I gave this whole nice motivational speech, and nobody could hear anything I said because I was on mute.
You know. Oh my gosh.
So someone text me and say, Mo, we can't hear you. So I had to start all over. And so I just was sharing with the world my three phases of my challenge. So the first phase is getting up, because no matter how long, they say anything you do for 21 days, you make a habit. So no matter how long I got up in the military for PT, so I would have been already running in PT. I never got used to getting up in the morning. Never. Somebody always had to come get me, knock on my door, wake me up. It was so bad, Angie. I had to give somebody my room key. They used to have to come get me in the mornings.
Oh my gosh.
It was horrible. Um, but nevertheless, I made it through. Even when I was in college and I was playing sports and I had to get up early, I still it was the same routine. It was horrible. And so even now, so of course I carried that on to my civilian life. And when I would work, I would have to choose times that I knew I could get up. Like I would have to set my clock an hour before the hour, change the time on the clock to trick myself that it was earlier than what it was.
Yeah. Yeah.
Be on time. So I
And then,
decided the
and then
challenge
you got
that
the snooze button.
huh?
Then you got the snooze button.
Yes,
With the snooze button.
because I already know that it's preset and it's early, so I snooze that so I can get up. Yeah. So I decided, you know what? I have to get uncomfortable. I'm
Mm.
gonna be uncomfortable getting up in the morning. So instead of selecting a time that's convenient for me, it wouldn't have been a challenge. So I said, okay, I'm gonna set it at 6:30 in the morning. I don't have anybody to help me get up or any of that. I'm gonna set my alarm, go to bed at a sufficient time. And me and Marquise was training last night, and so I
You
was like, hey, "Ooh, I gotta go to sleep. I gotta get up."
know how you know what though? You gotta tell yourself before you go you gotta say I'm taking a nap. Because
That's what.
your subconscious, if you think you're having a whole night, you're going to sleep and your body is ready for a whole night's sleep. But if you say, I'm just gonna take a power nap, then your body is set for a power nap, and it won't give you it affects the stages of sleep. It affects your REM. It affects when you go into REM sleep and all of that. Because I remember I was a sleep technician. So you have the different stages of sleep. So sometimes if we know we have the whole night to sleep, it takes us the first stage of the first time you reach REM could be 45 minutes after you actually fall asleep. But if you don't do that, I mean, if you have breathing issues and things like that, you might at least get into your REM. You might when you're trying to get up at 6:30, you're probably just getting into your REM because you have to have 45 minutes um, collective, a collective of 45 minutes of REM sleep to feel refreshed and to feel that you had a good sleep. So if you say I'm having a power nap, you might be lucky to catch a REM stage. You understand?
Mm-mm.
Your body,
Okay,
your body, your
so
subconscious has its own the way
okay,
of time. Yeah, the way
so
it breaks time.
so if I say I want to get at least 6 hours of sleep.
Hmm.
And so I'm gonna take me a nap, and I fall asleep at 9 because I let me see, yeah, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So well, 12. I fall asleep at 12. So I want to get up at 6 a.m.
Hmm.
You're saying in those 6 hours
You
that,
probably, hmm,
and I'm only gonna get 45 minutes.
of the deepest sleep, of deep sleep, the type of deep sleep you need to feel refreshed. Because the third stage and the fourth stage would have been combined, which is where you get the delta sleep, the really deep, deep sleep where it's like black. You're not hearing anything, seeing nothing. You're not even dreaming. You don't think you're dreaming. That's like delta sleep, slow wave, very slow wave sleep. REM is not slow waves, brain waves, the EEG. REM is a little bit faster because your brain is the most, is it's one of the theta waves you're getting in REM. You're, or I should say, sawtooth waves, and waves are moving a little slower than when you're awake. You're like half sleep, it's like being in a half wake, half sleep stage, right? And in that stage, your brain is the most active, right? And so if you say I'm taking a power nap, like say each in a normal sleep, each REM stage might come every 3 hours. So if you're taking a nap, your body might kind of set you for at least one stage of REM, that 3 hours. So if you're not gonna say, okay, I'm gonna wake up at 6 for, like to get a full 9 hour, you're not gonna say I'm waking up at 9 to get a 6 hour sleep. If you
Right.
say you're just taking a nap, your body, or if for some reason it works like that. Like if you're at work and you want to take a power nap at lunch, take a nap, you set your alarm for 20 minutes, and you get up. You don't feel like I still gotta sleep. You understand? You feel a little more refreshed. It's a subconscious
Well, I have to work on that, honey, because I'll probably be passed out. Like,
thing. another
oh,
trick, another trick is breathing. How you're breathing, because okay, if you sleep on your stomach or your side, you're most likely not gonna get the optimal um, breathing to fall into the REM stage. It's going to be a slower, longer sleep. So, like, if you're on your, like, say, like you're at work and you take a power nap, you might be sitting at your desk. You're not laying back, right?
right. Oh,
You
you're
might,
sitting
so,
right.
right, no, that's not going to work. Because
Uh oh.
the
I got.
best position to sleep, I mean, that's at work when you're sitting up and your lung is not compacted.
Okay.
When you're laying back, that's when you're supine on your back, that's the most optimal position for breathing, because that's, you see how the mummies are in the sarcophagus, how they place them like that. That's the optimal position for circulation. The Egyptians knew back then that if the car is going to return to the body, that would be the quickest route, for it to travel, because it's the best route for circulation. You get the most oxygen to the brain at that time. Long story short, if you're on your back for 20 minutes and you're only concentrating on taking deep breaths, really deep breaths,
Mm-hmm.
like when you're doing meditating, you take the breaths where you're feeling it in your tummy,
Mm-hmm.
you're releasing your diaphragm when you take a deep breath, right? Long exhale. You'll feel more rested in that little 20 minutes just breathing that way, just concentrating that way. You'll sleep, you won't even know when you fell asleep. And then when you do sleep, it will be a treat more than, I'm still tired from an
Mm-hmm.
hour ago. No, it won't feel like that. Just a
I
little bit
don't.
of slow breathing helps you feel rested.
I don't even sleep on my back. Oh, I don't think I don't know if I. Oh my goodness. Okay. Um.
It's if you have problems sleeping on your back, there's things
I don't.
you could prop your legs, you can prop your feet up with pillows. Sometimes put a pillow between your legs. Sometimes it helps when you're
I put.
like,
I could put a boo between my legs.
yeah, or a body. They call it a body. And they call it a body pillow that you can use. You can do that. It helps. Um, like if you have women have a problem sleeping on their back because of their breasts. The breast on the chest puts it compacts the lungs. So we're
Mhm.
not getting that optimal breathing if we're top heavy, right?
Yeah.
In that case, you might have to incline a little bit, but when you're sleeping on 2 and 3 pillows, that's bad. Your body's, the oxygen is not getting to the brain the way it should. Your body, you're not going to feel, you're not going to have the enough breathing, enough circulation that will make you feel refreshed by the next.
I have to work on that one. Maybe I could start on my back, and then it's so I'm
Right.
gonna turn.
Just breathe.
I like,
Just concentrate on the breathing.
yeah.
When your body is trained to breathe properly, your body will be a little bit more in control of that movement and position. Sometimes you have the pillows sometimes that you could put that doesn't angle your neck, because when the
Right.
way your neck is angled also can cause obstruction in breathing. So they have the pillows where it's like a,
Yeah.
you know,
I know. Yeah. I know what you're talking. Hmm.
yeah, that helps too. That makes a big difference too.
Okay. All right. So that's my first phase. The morning wake ups. Okay. So I did it. I was up on time.
Mhm.
Got dressed and everything. I got on the live a little late because I actually got up at 6:20. So of course that wasn't enough time for me to be ready. So I need to get up probably at 6:15 so that I can have everything all lapped up and put the
Uh,
oatmeal in the microwave and all that stuff. So the second my second phase is eating because
mm.
I don't like to eat in breakfast. So I
Me
did. Oh, talk to me. I do breakfast.
no, you go. No, I'm listening to you. You go. I
Okay,
mhm,
so like after got dressed and everything, it's like, okay, I practice in walking, so I'm doing pretty good with 1K now. Stay out of the chair as much as I can and get in there, walk in the kitchen, make your oatmeal, and be excited about it. Get some water.
I'm making oatmeal.
Yes, yay. I'm gonna have my CMOS today. Gotta put
It's so conscious. It's like get back to bed.
yes, yeah. So then I had my vitamins, vitamin D, B12, chondroitin, MSM. I always forget my little third concoction that's in there, whatever. But anyways, all those little things for inflammation. So I remember over there. So I didn't do too bad because it was hot. So I tried to pretend a little bit. Once it cooled off, so of course everybody keep me accountable. I did eat it, and so 60 days of getting up and eating oatmeal and sea moss in the morning. It is not a it's just a matter of me actually doing it. So that's the second challenge because I just absolutely would not get up. You could have a whole breakfast brewing down there. You probably been and devoured your breakfast, and I'm still trying to figure out, do I want to go there and eat it? And then when I do get it, if you fix too much for me, too much could probably be a normal plate size, and I'll be like looking at it like, okay, I really have to eat
I'm
this.
gonna
Okay.
eat this. Man, a cup of tea is a breakfast for me. I can't. I don't eat. I don't do breakfast. I try to get something in there because you got to get the machine running. You got to
Yeah.
get started.
I had turmeric tea this morning.
Mhm.
So I had some turmeric tea. Yeah, you're right. Because anything, coffee or something, I need to drink some water or something, and I just don't do it. So that's the second phase is eating in the morning, something healthy, something proper. And I'll have my fruit or whatnot. Um, and then the third is exercising. So I've already done my 15 squats. I did that one early. So you want to see that? You gotta go right to the beginning of the video. I did my 15 squats. Okay. So I did do my 15 squats, and I'm probably gonna bring my little desk elliptical in here so that when I'm having a conversation, I can get the steps in at the same time. Because I know if I run my mouth 20, 30 minutes, I could have at least gotten at least 2,500 steps on that thing.
Wow, nice, nice, nice.
Yeah. So I'm gonna work on that one for tomorrow. Bringing it in the house. I need to bring it in the house because I'm not gonna go in the garage. It's too cold out there and do it.
So I have on this jacket.
Yeah.
It's cold. My room is cold. I don't know. Inside the living room is much warmer. And my room is cold. Anyway, we'll fix it.
Yeah. Cool. And I'm downstairs, and heat rises when you got two. But that's would probably be the fourth phase of not being so comfortable that I'm not accomplishing anything. So I came in here to do it. I don't have any heat on. Um and I just want to stay alert. So it's not the daylight savings times. Usually when it's bright outside, I can just pop up and do it real easy. So getting up, moving around, do a form of exercise, and in. So I'm supposed to have some other people supposed to be joining me, but obviously they slept into.
I'm gonna set an alarm for this so that I'll get up with you so I can do. I did some squats before I went to sleep last night, so I'm glad that you said that. That at least I got some squats in there. And so
Yeah.
I could do at least start with it just to just I was doing it while I was cooking.
Yeah. So yeah, I did mine in the kitchen on a sink because I didn't have anybody monitor me.
Mhm,
That would probably be the fifth thing is that I have to get out my mindset. I have to start getting independent with exercise again.
mhm, mhm,
So I did it in the kitchen. I'm sure my trainer is gonna give me feedback on what I
mhm,
did right, what I did wrong, that kind of thing. And I'll fix it. I do have to train today. So with them. So y'all will probably see alive again sometime today. Getting some training in. I'm not privileged to train virtually like everybody else.
mhm.
My trainer has to be here because he knows I would do some kind of variation I ain't supposed to be doing.
It's good. Is that called like is it more it's more like is that called the occupational therapy? Or
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. The
So it's
occupational therapy side of it. And then I also go to the chiropractor, so I'll probably be scheduling an appointment sometime today as well.
mhm,
For therapy, I get on the anti-gravity machine so I can get used to carrying my own body weight and not relying on the crutches or anything like that. And so it's working out. That's working out pretty good. I'm getting strength, a lot of strength back in my left knee
mhm,
to bear my own pressure. So the rest would be healthy eating and getting some of the weight off and drinking water.
mhm,
Uh, I'm doing pretty good with my eating and my portions, so that's working out for us, sister.
mhm,
So now it's just a matter of just staying consistent. And
mhm,
so the ultimate goal is I'm in my cousin's wedding and I
mhm.
need is out in this dress.
Great.
So
Mhm.
uh
That's
it's
beautiful.
yeah, so this is my first time being in somebody's wedding because they usually don't invite me. They
Sometimes it's
don't-
a blessing in disguise.
yeah, wait till I,
What easy all the time.
yeah, they waited till I got injured to tell me that, oh, you can't be one of our bridesmaids or anything like that because you can't walk down the aisle. We don't want nobody. So that was very depressing for a long time.
Definitely. Wow.
So so my cousin said, hey, you want to walk down the aisle with me in the wedding or whatever? I'm like, what? Somebody let me be in their wedding? Oh shit. Get it together, honey. So I plan on being diva, you
That's
know,
nice.
sex-
That's beautiful.
sexy can be. All right. So I want to show up and show out. All right. That's
See, it's
that's
nice when the bride is not insecure.
oh yeah. She like listen, I already told her, she was like, she said, Mo, I want you to wear this dress right here. She was like, I was like, Mo gonna rock this. I want her to wear this. I know she's gonna rock it. So girl, she's not insecure. She's just ready. She's
That's
like,
great.
This is what I
No,
want you.
she feels you it's gonna she's gonna be so happy to
Oh
have.
yeah. And I already told her, I said, if when I accomplish this mission right here, I'm gonna tell you right now, girl, I'm gonna be dancing, I'm gonna be feeling myself. How they say, feeling myself, feeling myself.
You do very well, Mo. It's so cool that you're sharing this because is it we gotta give each other more support. A
Yeah.
lot of people I am in my building. I don't there's nobody in the building that I talk to. I live remember I live in I'm a Brooklynite and
Wow.
I'm living in the Bronx. I'm not used to out here. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't really talk to anybody. So you guys are my family
Oh,
in our group, in our train investment. I mean,
yeah.
I'm not a recluse, but and I'm not a hermit, but I
No,
do
hold on, hold on. Hold on. Say it
yes,
again.
okay,
No, I went to sleep. Put it right there. I'll wash all that stuff, dude. We need to be washed. Put it right there. Wash it. We need to be washed. That glass. I was like, put it. Yeah. Yeah.
it's just
Oh
a
wow.
kid to me, and because nobody's interested in what in the stuff that I do. They're like, I don't know anybody that's interested in the stuff that I do. But I say anything, it's too much. So they
Yeah.
feel like I bust them around too much. They don't. We don't share a lot in common. You know, research. Nah, nobody wants to research.
Nobody researching. Nobody invested in no stocks or anything like that.
Okay.
I
The guys are very, are much more. But I know I've only had a couple of guys that want to learn how to do it. And one girlfriend that says she wants me to train her. I'm like I can't teach you, but I would definitely we can learn together. That kind of way.
yeah, yeah. So it's what time it is in the morning. What's the time? Check.
7:31.
What?
Right.
It's been an hour. Okay, so I don't want to make this that long. So I appreciate you for joining the live.
Thank
Because
you.
I look, the first live I had already screwed up the first 20 minutes talking to
No,
myself.
you. No, you. Listen, I want you to look up something.
Okay.
Foods. Okay, we mentioned coffee. We want to like there's different types, different grades, different qualities of coffee, but certain foods are bad for our nerves to have every day. So even say turmeric is great. Turmeric is great, but you got to know how much is too much because some foods are just bad for our nerve. Like I was just looking at the video with the Indian guy, and he's like, it's negative prana. Look up foods that are associated with negative prana, and that means foods that will be bad for your nervous. If
Mm-hmm.
you have too much garlic, is as healing as it is, it could be bad for your nervous system if you
Mm-hmm.
have too much of it. So
So let's say too much of one thing is not good for you.
yeah, so in the morning we use
Yeah.
coffee as a stimulant, caffeine, but every single day a certain amount is it's not going to be good for our if we're working out and if we're trying to get optimal circulation. Yeah.
So I only had my one serving of oatmeal, but my see my stirred
uh,
it up.
so
Have
good.
water. I have to have more water, of course. The goal is eight, 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 eight. And yeah, so I appreciate you for joining. And so of course I see you this no, tomorrow evening, Tuesday or Wednesday again, but tomorrow morning definitely at 6:30. So thank you guys out there who watching the social media world. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just to try to get over 1,000. Thanks, Garfield, for the Dagger Squad and all of you guys who are watching out there in Facebook world. Thank you for
Thank
waking up.
you, God
And,
Table Forum. I shared it in my private group.
okay. Yeah, so thank you for sharing. And let's get through this journey together. Peace, you guys. Y'all have a great day.
All right.